Hello, wondrous ones. Welcome to session 10 of our evolving out loud process called Going Forth. I'm Sharon G.
And I am Mark Wheeler.
And we are going forth. We're so going forth that we're coming to you from the van. Okay, it's like we are on the move. We are evolving. You've seen us perform in Slushbox, which is our project, where we are fronting a band that brings inspiration and celebration to life. And this is like, we're showing you some of our behind the scenes growth spurts that we're having, and even breakdown spurts. And, it's just the springtime is coming, even though it's cold here in Southern California. Spring is coming. We wanted to do a practice from March 4th, because we're marching forth, to May the 4th be with you. And it has been quite a process because we are fine-tuning our communications. We're working on upgrading our lives. You know what? Because everything is changing right now. Locally,
Truly is.
like right here locally, in our world, in our country, explorations to other planets. I mean, there's a time of great flux right now. It's also a great time to level up.
It really is a good time to level up. And speaking of leveling up, I did a post the other day, and after I've finished the post, everything was fine. I really enjoyed it, and when I came back to it, I realized, I was showing Sharon the post, and I realized through Sharon that I was talking about our band Slushbox in almost a derogatory way. I was sort of like not coming to the table and speaking about Slushbox as if it really means something to me. Does that make sense? So I had this epiphany that to say that I'm in a band, I'm a guitar player, really doesn't say exactly what it really means to me. It's really just kind of a small little blanket of noise that it's just I was really shooken by how I came out and said our
You
band
said something like, I'm the guitar player in the band
Yeah.
Slushbox, and with Sharon, on vocals and bass. It's like, you're the guitar player. It sounded
and you
so
pointed that out to me. You got it right on the nail. And I'm so thankful that you did that. I mean, you do that naturally.
Thanks. We're doing a lot of process work, and that kind of idea came to my attention, gosh, at least a year or two ago, when that was like, some people introduce someone like, oh, this is the wife, or something like, that's the husband. I'm doing that for the kids, the kids, the dog. But it's like, it kind of sounds cold in a way. And when I heard you on your video say, oh, and I'm the guitar player of Slushbox, like, oh yeah, when do they play? Like, it's almost like a detachment, like the guitar player. Oh, and then like okay, your partner is the singer and the bass player. Like, who's your George Martin? That means like, who's producing this? Like, who's the songwriter or something? Who's the producer? It's like, wait a minute, we're founders of this project.
And I really saw myself in the light of not being like empowered by that. It was like I shrunk when I said it, and as you pointed it out, when you were pointing it out, I have realized, like, oh my God, you are so right on. That the thought of me just saying I'm a guitar player in a band, it was so wonderful to kind of clear that out.
One time, it was during the last 2 years, you said that, and we were doing something.
I say it all the time,
It's okay.
but not anymore.
But when he said it, this is what really clued me in. Someone said, "Oh, when are they playing?" Like you're just like this add-on guy to some band that's out there, you know. And it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this is, you know, some years ago when we first started, or I bet when you first started, because you started playing at a really young age, but you know, being a guitar player in a band could be a great thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fantastic. But when you're the 50% of the writing and production and founding, wow, it's just like, it's okay to allow oneself to fill the space that they're in, like to be in the space, be wholeheartedly in it. I mean, it might have started off like, oh, I want to be a guitar player in a band, but you're doing a lot more than that.
It's so important in that idea that you know, we recognize those insights and we can do things with them. So that's the story. And I'm so thankful for you to be, you know, kicking back at me like wait a minute, what are you saying about you? Reflecting, kicking back. You just, you know, and whatever.
It's great. We're on this journey together.
Yeah,
we're up leveling in different ways.
Yeah, and that was a really great uplifting for me, because I'm never going to do that again.
Right.
It's just it just, you know. Yeah.
Woo! Yes.
My music means a lot more to me than that. To say something like that, and if you have something you're doing that you really love, let yourself be on top of it, and let yourself know that it's important to you and you mean it.
And speak of it that way, like shine through it even more.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've done that. Maybe it's coming from a shy background or whatever. It's like kind of downplay.
Me too.
You know, the positives. But I'm going to practice something right now. I'm on my first panel tomorrow on Women's Empowerment Day.
Yeah.
Which is March 15th. And I'm going to speak at a women's leadership on a women's leadership panel tomorrow. Yay! So I am learning how to say what I'm doing and share it with the world. So thank you for letting me do that. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, we're all going to occupy in bigger, brighter ways the space that we are, the energy that we have.
Well put. I love that.
All right.
Yes.
And until next time.
Until next time.
We invite you to go forth.
Mm-hmm.